Hi, welcome to Giraffe Board Gaming. Today we're going to do top 10 medium games. So, here we go. Number 10, Merv. Merv was a city in the maybe 13th century. And in this game, you're putting buildings down and building walls to protect yourself from the marauding, who's Genghis? Mongols. The Mongols, they maraud. They destroyed the city. It's quite clever when you choose a building to activate the action. Other people can get some income, some cubes from that. So very interactive. When you build walls, you can protect other people's buildings and you get more influence and points for that. So very interactive, very clever. Only 12 turns, so it goes pretty quickly. That is Merv.
I should play it.
Number 10. You should. It's very colourful. Do you want to learn it?
Yeah.
Great. Let's play.
Let's.
Onk.
Number 9.
Number 9. Set in Egypt. You are a god, and the idea is that you're the last god standing. Everyone else's god dies, I suppose. It's an area control game, but some really nice things in this. When you have a battle, you don't choose to attack someone. They might get a bit hurt by that, mightn't they? If you're sensitive. No, it's more an event. It's a battle event where if you're in the same area as someone, you have a battle. And then really fun system in the battle. You've got these battle cards, 6 battle cards to choose, and you select one secretly and play it, and that can have a big effect on the battle. And once that's played, you know that on the next one, it's already played, so you can see what someone's played. You can start guessing what they have. Also, very clever, there is a merge. After about 3/4 of the game, the 2 people at the bottom, they come together and play together, which is very unique. I think possibly the only game that has that. Had a lot of fun with this. We played a few weeks ago with three players. It stops someone running away with winning. You know, the problems come together and then they can, of course, they can talk about their moves, so it becomes collaborative as well.
Collaborative.
Team against solo. Good fun. Onk. We'll keep with the Egyptian theme, Ra.
Oh, I like Ra.
Ra is an auction game, classic, quite an old game. This is a re-implementation, I believe. Very clever auction system. You all have 3 auction tiles to begin with, going from 1 to, 13. And you can see if someone's got the highest tile, then you know that they can definitely win that auction if they choose to play it, but they don't have to, they can skip. So that's very clever. Also, there's a push your luck element where you keep going for more and more and more tiles, but there are some bad tiles in there as well. So that's fun. Ra. There's a lot of set collection, so very good for people who are not conversant in modern board games. You can introduce this one to them. Let's move on to number 7. Stroganov. Stroganov. This is a game set in the Russian steppes, maybe Siberia. You're the Stroganov family, and you're sending your Cossacks out into the steppes to these beautiful landscape tiles. Look, a very pretty game. You're sending your Cossacks out with your horses, and you're collecting furs, you're trading, you're singing songs for points. The turn is a little convoluted. Takes some getting used to. So on your turn, you first of all move your Cossack, then you take a basic action, which could be one of 5 or 6, 7 basic actions. Then you do an advanced action. And then you have a 4th option to do either a basic or an advance by paying a fur. That's all on one person's turn. So it can get a bit dragging if people take it a long time. Listen to some music.
Read a book.
Read a book. Well, I think read a book's a bit rude. But meditate.
Yeah.
Observe your impatience. Good solo. Good with 2 player. I enjoy it with 4 as long as everyone's playing quickly. Stroganov. That is number
7.
7. I'm not so good at counting backwards. Maybe I should start with 1. That'd be easier. Go from 1 upwards. We played this morning.
I love it.
You won 133 points to 131. It was a classic. So close. We both went for different strategies. This is the Taverns of Tiefenthal, which is dice drafting and deck building. So you're running a tavern in the German town of Tiefenthal.
Wow, is it a bar?
A tavern is a bar, and Tiefenthal is a town in Germany, possibly fictional. And you start the bar with some very simple guests that don't give you much money, and then during the game you build your deck up to get much better guests who will give you all sorts of bonuses and lots of money. You're also using beer to get better guests, and you're upgrading your tavern. So that's clever as well. Good fun. Rolling dice drafting, lots of good stuff going on there. Bonuses.
Very good fun.
Wolfgang Wursch. We like his games. Wavelength.
Yeah.
And the dice series. Okay, we'll just stretch over, shall we? We're down to the top 5. Possibly my favourite designer. This is Simone Luciani, who has done so many great games, such as Barrage, Darwin's Journey, Newton I have. So many he's done. Zolkin.
Zolkin.
You know, with those great gears.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. He usually works with other Italian designers. This one is Virginio Gigli. In this one, you're running a hotel in Austria. Very good system where you roll 10 dice, and there are 6 different actions you can take. And if, say, you roll 5 ones, that would give you 5 cake. But maybe you don't want cake. Maybe you need to do other things. You need to open up some rooms, prepare rooms. But that action only gives you 2 dice. So, excellent decisions to be made. So you're preparing rooms, you're putting people into rooms. The guests that come, they give you bonuses. Plays quickly. I've been playing a lot of this solo recently. Wonderful. Grand Austria Hotel. We're into the top 4. Gugong. Now this is the second entry of this designer, Andreas Stedding. He also did Stroganoff, and there's going to be a third in this top 10. So 3 entries from Andreas Stedding.
Wow.
In the top 10. He's very good at these medium weight, slightly heavier medium weight games. So Gugong, fantastic mechanic in Gugong, where to do an action you have to exchange a gift that is better than the gift that you're getting to do the action, and that is in the form of just a simple number. It has to be higher. So if the action has a 4, you need to play a card that is higher to do that action. So that creates all sorts of interesting decisions. Plays quickly, beautiful looking.
Set in China?
Set in China, yes. Gugong. I mean, there's lots more involved, but that'll do for now. Okay, the last 3 are all classics.
Woo!
I probably don't need to say much about them. You guys all know about these. Stefan Feld, number 3, the Castles of Burgundy. You roll 2 dice, and then you either take a tile or you place a tile. So very simple, but brilliant. And some great stuff going on here. The earlier you complete a section, the more points you get. But the bigger the section is, the more points you get. You're never really in too much trouble here. You can always use a dice to get some workers to change your dice. So just a great puzzle. Classic. Number 2, the third game from Andreas Stedding. This is Hansu Teutonica. Very dull looking board. Very exciting. And the pieces are just cubes. You're just pushing cubes around a map. So it doesn't sound great, does it? But, oh, what a wonderful game. What a fantastic game. So one of the clever things in this game is that it really encourages interaction. If someone's trying to gain influence in a city, you have to place 3 cubes. to gain influence. And if, say, you place 2, it really encourages another person to block. And you're not blocking to be nasty. You're blocking because when they oust you, you get paid back 2, sometimes 3 cubes or discs. So very interactive. You have to gain influence in cities, and again, that's interactive. You can swap people around. You're never safe in this game. You're route building. Hands your Teutonica. Final game, number 1. You can see a battered box. We've played this so many times. It must be 50 times or more. And wonderful, yes. You are producing indigo and corn, coffee, and you're trading. Again, very interactive, because when you do an action, everyone does the same action. So you have to think, by choosing this action, is it good? It might be good for me, but maybe it's better for other people. And also the timing, if I choose this action, well, for example, when you produce, you've got to think, well, the next person, they might ship.
Yeah.
And that's not good for me because I'm going to be last. So a lot of things to think about. Love the shipping in this. You fill up boats with your corn or your tobacco. My favorite building is the wharf. The wharf. That is
extra ship.
It's an extra ship. So even though the ships are full, you've got a kind of a ghost ship. You can put your own stuff on. So that feels nice if you're doing the shipping strategy. That's Puerto Rico. There we go. That's our top 10, or my top 10 medium weight. I know they're medium, slightly heavy, most of them. If you liked this, please do like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thank you.